we're at this problem, or at this, trying to sort through this problem for a few hours, would you say, Sharon? And it felt really muddy at times, Mark. It was, we kept going through the series of why do you think this, why do you think this is happening? And it really forced us to examine things much deeper than I think we often do. And having different perspectives gave us that opportunity to kind of see what else is going on. Things that we're sharing, some similarities, some differences, and to bring those opposing and similar thoughts together on a platform, the same platform. So I thought that was really great. We drafted a challenge of practice that day that was to be taken back to staff then and shared. It wasn't by all means done or complete. It was just after our discussion that day with this large group of people and with the facilitators, it was just somewhere that we would start then. This is what came out of that. So it was really great. After we did that, and through much discussion, we went back and shared it informally and in our lunchroom. And we took all of our charts and all of our thinking that was on paper down to the lunchroom, and I thought that was really great. It was very informal.
Yep.
And we shared our excitement with our peers.
Yeah.
With that, and then after sharing the excitement, it wasn't an event that day though. It was an opportunity to immediately give some feedback to what happened. We were able to share with some staff, not all staff. So,
Some on duty, that kind of thing.
Some were busy.
Yeah.
And then from there we went to the staff meeting.
And it was really exciting to hear from so many people that we don't necessarily always hear from. Right? It was nice because a lot of people that maybe wouldn't speak up at a staff meeting really spoke up there. And that was really exciting to me, to hear all the different views. What I love about this process more than anything else is my biggest concern over the years is that somehow people haven't felt they had a true voice. And I think what we're talking about now for a couple minutes is things that we think we could possibly change and do differently to make sure staff truly feel they have a voice, because I know true change and growth can't happen as a staff until everyone feels they have that voice. And that's always been a challenge, and I'm sure it's a challenge in every school, for people to feel safe enough to be honest. And in a small group setting, I love that idea.
The process itself in the library with the large group, I found to be, it was a really interesting exchange. It was an opportunity
Absolutely.
to be presented with the staff issues that we all put on the sticky notes, and then to go through them together, being guided. And I really liked that because it forced me to kind of delve deeper than I would have on my own or just with a peer,
100%,
because I like the paraphrasing that the facilitators did, and it just was really helpful. I like the idea too that we had a lot of people that at the table represented. There was just such an array of staff members there.
What I really appreciated was that my voice was still represented through those sticky notes in that beginning meeting.
Yes.
And when it came back to our staff meeting process, I was able to see my voice was heard through some of the comments and the challenge that was of practice that was created.
And I think too that when we were at that meeting, Mark, it was, and I don't know how much people that weren't there understand, it was a lot of discussion. It was a few hours of really exploring all of those sticky notes. So it was a lot of time spent trying to create a draft, something that we can all kind of see coming out of that data that was collected as a whole staff.
I found it really exciting because I was given the opportunity to really hear from a lot of different people, and from different divisions and from different teachers, and hearing other perspectives, which was really helpful.
And I think this process, what it did though, was allowed us to identify a plethora of issues.
Absolutely.
Where we noticed some commonalities across divisions
for sure.
as a school issue, but we're also realizing from this draft that there's different things that we can do to make it authentic to ourselves.
Absolutely.
While addressing that challenge of practice, understanding that it may change.
Absolutely.
So I think what is really essential for us is that time to work more together.
Absolutely, time.
And that will be key to communicate
Yeah.
with each other to improve.